Right, watermelons are cheap at the moment, so this is a quick video, probably won't be a quick video, on what I do with watermelons when they're cheap. This was $1.99, which I think is really cheap at the moment. So yeah, this is what this is watermelon juice, which makes a really nice, refreshing drink. Pretty straightforward to make, and just requires a little bit of nice skill. This is the easiest way to do a melon. Cut around the outside and take the line, and then use that as your guide of where the skin is going to be. So cut along there, turn around again. See, it comes on. Once you get into it, it starts getting a bit easier. But as you can see, I'm cutting down. I'll do it there so you can see. Cutting along that line there. Turn it around again. Now I do is get rid of as much of the skin, and the white part we're just left with the red flesh of the inside. Right, and then start from the other end. Because I'm rushing, you'll see I've left lots of white bits on, so we'll just heaten it up. You can leave those bits in, it's just doesn't taste of anything, so it seems a bit pointless putting it in. There. That, get rid of that, that'll go on the compost, and then in half, and down that way, and then that way. Don't need to cut it any smaller because we're going to blend it. So in this jug, I have got the juice of 3 limes and the zest of 3 limes as well. When you're zesting limes, you just want to use the very outside. If you start using the pith there, it starts getting a bit bitter. So juice per one decent sized watermelon, you're going to use 3 limes of the juice and the zest of. Limes tend to work better flavour wise with melon rather than something like another citrus fruit like orange or grapefruit or lemons. I always find that limes work the best. So then melon in there, and then excuse noise because I'm going to use the blender. In fact, we'll move the chopping board out of the way. Normal stick blender, and jam it in and juice the melon. You can see how quickly that turns to juice. Then what I've got is a bucket, green one, with a sieve on the top of it that is just nicely inside, and then I've got 2 layers of muslin cloth. It is clean, it's just been stained because I've used it for making other juices with watermelons and grapes and all kinds of things. So it is clean, it's not, it looks like a nappy, let's be honest, but it's not, it's perfectly clean. And then you just simply strain the juice through the muslin cloth, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the melon and juice it down, and then I'm gonna hang it up in the fridge. I'll do a quick video on hanging it up in the fridge, but you'll find that quickly the juice passes straight through the muslin, and you're left with the pulp on top, and you're left with this really nice, refreshing drink, which keeps for about 5 days in the fridge. If you want to make it a little bit more adult, you can add some alcohol, but it's just a nice, refreshing drink to have, and especially as watermelons seem to be cheap at the moment. I don't know why. They're normally about 4 or 5 quid a piece, but they're like £1.99, £2.50, something like that. It's well worth it. It's dead easy, and I highly recommend that you do it if you've got the time and the space. I'll just pause, and then I'll show you what it's like hung up in the fridge. Right, this is the muslin bag hung up in the fridge. I've just used a couple of bag ties to secure it to the shelf above. Just be careful when you do that, it can be a bit cumbersome. I've done 2 melons because they were cheap, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze half of it because it freezes really well. Any kind of fruit juice freezes really well. I'm just going to use an old milk container to freeze that in. But as you can see, the liquid is pouring out at the bottom. I'll leave it overnight, and then I'll give the bag a good squeeze at the very end. You'll be surprised how much juice comes out of a watermelon. It practically all is water, hence the name watermelon. So lots and lots of juice comes out. So if a watermelon, if you work out the volume of it, and the volume is a litre, you'll probably find that you get like 900 millilitres worth of juice out of it, and that's what the juice that comes out of it. Really nice, really refreshing, really nice on a summer's day. I know I have it first thing in the morning, but I have been known to add vodka to it on the night time, and it's really nice. It's worth doing, and you can do it with so many different fruits. I'm using muslin, but clean cotton tea towels. The fabric ones, not like the towel ones, are your best bet. The toweling you'll just end up with lots of pulp in all the toweling bits, and it's just a bit messy. So like flat cotton, 100% cotton, a couple of layers of that will work just as well if you haven't got any muslin. I think that's it. Yeah. So I'll leave it, give it a good squeeze, and then the pulp I'll put on the compost, and half the juice I'm going to freeze, and I'll drink the rest of the juice during the week. And there we go. That's what I do with watermelons when they're cheap, or when they're not so cheap.